They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Jackson. He'll get that underneath Etienne. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 38, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Man open, here is Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course,
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the... And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go play action now. Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
So Mike's number one. You're trash. Hey, middle. Here we go.
Jackson now. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Jackson from the shotgun. Got him in. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Check now. Wide back. Watch out. Switch. Back one. Kill. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rolling to his right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Taken from just outside the 30.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey. Where's the mic? Watch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Jackson on 1st down.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go. Oh, one's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Check. Cross. Back ball. 31's the mic. Come on. 31's the mic. Outside.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flush, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing is Rodgers, being chased out left. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
The give is to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Rodgers again now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. The give to Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They'll run it with Jones. The solid stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. On the move to his left. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Time to go. Night, night. Check 31.
Throwing is Jackson. Smith catches left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Etienne.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1.
Once more, Etienne.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, pick 26. Pick 30.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short 3-yard pickup gets them up to the 15. Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down.
Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
So Mike's number one. Check. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Get the ball. Mike.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy.